Welcome to Bible Lesson 84. Today we're going to continue talking about Daniel, and we're going to talk today about the delivery from the fiery furnace. Now, this is the story that you are probably most um, will recognize the most out of the entire story of Daniel. This is, again, the delivery out of the fiery furnace. So, King Nebuchadnezzar was a king that now had Daniel and his three friends in his palace helping him to run the Babylonian Empire. He decided that he was going to build a gigantic golden statue that represented him and his kingdom. And with that statue, he put in thousands and thousands of dollars and workers and time to build this gigantic statue. Now, with that statue, he made a decree. Whenever the king made a decree, nobody could go back, nobody could take it away. It was like a law set in stone. Nobody could change it, not even the king. He made a decree that when the instruments played the music, every single person, child, woman, man were to bow down and worship this golden image. If they did not bow down and worship this golden image, they would be punished. And their punishment would be throwing them into the fiery furnace. So King Nebuchadnezzar invited all of the leaders and rulers from around the area to come and bow down and worship this golden image. Remember, the Babylonian Empire was a powerful empire in this time. So, as soon as all the people came to see what King Nebuchadnezzar had built, the instruments played and they all began to worship that golden image, except Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They would not worship that golden image. And when somebody found out that they would not worship the golden image every time the music played, they went to tell the king. They told the king that there are three people that are not following what the king has said. They will not bow down to your golden image, even though you have told them they have to. So King Nebuchadnezzar was upset. How are they not going to follow my rules? Send them to me at once. So here comes Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the presence of the king. And the king asks them, "Why are you not bowing down to my golden image?" And Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego told King Nebuchadnezzar that they will not bow down to a man made idol, but they serve a God, the living God of Israel. And they were told by their God that they are not to bow down to any other gods before him. So they refused to bow to the king's idol because they knew that God did not approve of it. So King Nebuchadnezzar was furious. He was upset. So into the fiery furnace he declared that they went. And because of his anger, he made the fiery furnace even more hotter, 10 times hotter than it normally is for other times of burning things in the furnace. So they bound Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, tied them all together, and the guards that took them to the fiery furnace threw them into the furnace. And because that furnace was so hot, 10 times hotter than it normally was, as those people took Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and threw them into the fiery furnace, they perished by the fire in the furnace because it was so hot because of the king's anger. So into the fiery furnace went Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. King Nebuchadnezzar looked inside the fiery furnace to see Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego burning. When he looked into the fiery furnace, he saw not three, but four people walking in the fiery furnace, just walking around. Nobody was tied up, nobody was burning. They were loose, they were standing upright, and they were walking around. They were not burning, they were not perishing. And he said, "Didn't I only throw three bound people into the fiery furnace?" To one of his servants. And he said, "Yes." He said, "Then why do I see four? There are three people, and then another person looks like a king or a god. Get them out of the fiery furnace now." So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were in the fiery furnace, and Jesus was there protecting them. So they came out of the fiery furnace, and there they were. Not a singed hair, no burnt clothes, nothing on them would have made you say they have been in the fiery furnace. And as a result, King Nebuchadnezzar now truly knew that their God was the one true God to be worshiped, and that everyone should worship the one true God in Israel. Now, on Google Classroom, I want you to see, I want you to practice some, I want you to answer some questions about the deliverance of the fiery furnace. And then I want you to go over your memory verse, Hebrews 11:35 to 38. Happy studying.